Hey, welcome back to Tweaking with Legs. Where are you doing? All right. Um, Today, what are we doing? I am doing Italian Day. Yeah, I love Italian food in general. I mean, I'm half Cajun on one side and Italian on the other side. It's kind of the one to cook. When you think about it, though. But yeah, so I grew up with a lot of Italian food. I guess, like I said, Italian on one side, Cajun on the other. So my childhood was around gumbos, jambalayas, spaghetti and meatballs, chicken parmesan, lasagna. Your typical, when you think of Italian American fare. Um, Today, though, I am doing a caprese salad with Paneedchicken and Linguini Pomodoro. All very simple. It sounds like a lot, but simple. It's so easy. Um, the caprese salad is basically going to be, I'm gonna slice up some tomatoes, slice up some buffalo mods, serve them kind of like tomato nuts on top, and then I have some basil chiffonade. I'm just going to chiffonade some basil, put that on top, and then follow that up with some balsamic reduction and a good olive oil. This is where quality of ingredients really matters because you only have 5 ingredients. Um, the balsamic reduction, it sounds like a fancy thing, but it's not. You see people on TV, I did a balsamic reduction. Blah, 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 blah. No, you took balsamic vinegar, you put it on the stove, and you boiled it till it reduced down. By reduction, what that means is you have a bottle of vinegar, in this case balsamic. You're going to cook all the excess liquid out, and all the flavor is going to reduce down. And some people reduce it down till it's like a molasses. I don't. I like it a little thinner personally. I think most people, the standard is to have it more like molasses, but I don't care for it that way, or prefer not to have it that way, I should say. Um, so I did that last night. I cooled it off and put that into like a condiment bottle, like you have at the county fair, just a little sport thing. So that's done. But again, quality of ingredients matters. Use the good olive oil. Use the good balsamic vinegar. Use the good mozzarella cheese. It makes dividends in the difference in flavor. You only have 5 ingredients. You're not going out and you're not getting 18 different things to make one dish. You may as well spend a dollar or two more total to get the stuff that's just a step up. Um, Now, Pomodoro sauce is typically made with plum tomato, where they'll take the tomato, boil it, skin it, dice it, right? Um, all I found was beef eaters that looked really good. The other stuff wasn't all that great. At least it didn't look like it. But I did find some San Marzano diced tomatoes, which San Marzano, if you're buying a canned tomato to make an Italian dish, go with the San Marzano. It's worth it. Again, 25 cents more for the can. Well worth it. But the rest of the sauce is just, if you want the good olive oil again, dice up a tomato, onion, not fine, but not a little better than a rough chop. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're gonna cook that down with a lot of olive oil. Add in some minced garlic. Add in the tomatoes, and then let that simmer for at least 30 minutes. At 30 minutes, it's really good. At 45 minutes, it's better. At an hour, to me, nailed, perfect. It's not an all-day thing like your grandma has to make the sauce all day long. It doesn't, not with Pomodoro sauce. That's kind of what I like about it. It's quick in relation to. But basically, going to cook that, and then I'm going to fix some linguine pasta, fold it all together with lots and lots of grated and shredded Parmesan cheese. I kind of mixture the two. Serve that first on the plate, and then the sliced up Paneedchicken breast on top with a little bit of basil as a garnish. For the chicken, I've had that marinating since last night. I made a quick vinaigrette marinade. Just olive oil, Dijon mustard, red wine vinegar. Kind of mix that together with some crushed red pepper and some SPG, and butterfly the chicken, pounded them out. Now, when you're pounding out the chicken, you're not pounding it to make it thin. You're tenderizing it, making it even, so it cooks even. That's in there, just making happy in the fridge. Right now, I'm gonna dice up an onion and get the sauce started. So let's get going. And thank you very much for watching. Again, I cannot thank you enough for watching, and yeah, thank you. pressed Carapelli olive oil. Get a good, decent amount of that in there. The onions are going to soak quite a bit up. Again, you don't want to caramelize these. You just want to kind of let them slowly cook down. So they're soft. Garlic time. Now with the garlic, you just want to cook the garlic in there long enough till you smell it. Once you start to really smell that garlic coming through, and it's aromatic, then you're going to get in there the basil and the tomatoes and some fresh red pepper, and just let it kind of chill for a little bit. And some fresh red pepper. Add the basil. Just a little bit more oil before I throw the tomatoes in there. I'm also going to add some oregano. And that looks absolutely fabulous. So we're going to let this simmer for about 30 minutes and come back and check on it. So this is after a 15-minute simmer. I'm going to go another 15 minutes and then we'll check the seasoning and whatnot, but just wanted to show you what it looks like after about 15 minutes. So we're right at about the 20-minute or the 25-minute mark rather. I'm going to taste it real quick and probably have to add some balsamic vinegar. Color is really good, but a little balsamic tastes kind of empty to me. All right, that's about perfect. So I'll let this simmer for another 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll get started with the other stuff in the meantime. All right, so I love Italian night. I got sauce done. That's sitting in the back of the stove with the heat off. Just gonna let that come together for a little bit. Mostly, I like doing this with Italian sauces, especially tomato sauce. Cook that early, or a little while before I want to cook. You know, you always hear Italian tastes better the second day. Well, it really does. The flavors marry more, in my opinion. So I'm going to have that sit in the back of the stove. Like I said, to put the salad together, that takes 11 minutes. The balsamic's already reduced. Easy. That's just cutting up a couple of things, putting them on the plate, make them look pretty. That's done. Paneedchicken won't take any time either. That's sitting in the fridge. That just has to get put in some egg wash, throw in some breadcrumb, throw in the skillet. So this is essentially, as far as I'm concerned, just about over. But I'm going to let the sauce sit back there for a little bit, and we'll be back in a little while to finish up the salad and get the chicken done. See you in a little bit. Alright, so let's get the, just want to put the salad together. I'm going to dress it right before everybody's ready to eat. I don't want to get and put it together right now. I need for that is some good olive oil. And this is one of those times that you do have to use the good stuff. Just a little drizzle on top. You take your reduced balsamic vinegar, and that's going to go with it. The top. Yeah. Put a little bit of that in there. Strong stuff now because we reduced it down, so you don't want to put a whole lot. We're going to twirl that around and add in a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese in just a second after we get this all worked in even.